Welcome! In this video, we're going to our fourth journey into the Warhammer Quest Cursed City. So down at the table, feel like it's time for another hunt, so I've gone ahead and rolled on the tables. I rolled in 11, so I chose from above. So with that, I went with the alleyways, got that set up best I can to get everything on screen. Our mysterious objects are in those three areas. Because of our last quest, everyone's starting a bit diseased, which is one reason why Cleona is in here. So for diseased, when an activation dice would be placed in a space that contains a disease token, change its score to a 1. When a diseased hostile is attacked, if the attack roll is a success, change it to a crit success. So we're bringing back Captain Imelda. So we've got her abilities down here. Path to Glory. Each time she slays 3 more hostiles during the same activation, gain an inspiration point. And just because of space, just showing their top space there so we can see what their dice are. We have Brutog, who has made it to level 1. His abilities, Path to Glory. When making an inspiration roll, double the wounds value of all hostiles slain during this hero's activation. And he's also indomitable now. For this hero would make an activation roll, they can remove a wound counter from their character card or turn a grievous wound counter over to a wound counter. And we also have him with this hero's weapon actions cannot be ignored. And I forgot to mention that Captain has a Shard of Night. When it's used, she takes the damage, increase the damage values of melee type actions made by this hero, +1/+2 until the end of the turn. Then Cleona. Her Path to Glory at the start of the initiative step, this hero's player can choose to discard 1 or more of its activation dice that have the same score as any discarded destiny dice. For each activation dice discarded, gains an inspiration. But what she's here for is an invigorating touch. A 3-up die, this action can only be made once per turn. Pick this hero or one adjacent hero to remove an ailment from that hero. So hopefully within 4 turns we can get everyone undiseased. And she has a feather light weapon, so 1 reaction die each turn is counted as a 6. And lastly, got Glorio coming in, Path to Glory, reclaiming the city. Each time a weapon action made by this hero slays the last hostile in a hostile group, gain an inspiration. So if this next battle is successful, he cannot level up anymore until we take out one of the main villains, but each of these will level up twice, and because of where they're at, that will take them right up to level 1. We'll just get these out of the way. Don't need that up here. And Glorio also has the Curse Catcher. Remove 1 curse token from this hero or prevent him from being cursed. And shuffle up our discovery cards. And our encounter cards to see what our first 3 groups are going to be. First group, we are now 1 character's level 1, so that means the whole level's at level 1, so we have a Bloodborne coming in. Then we're going to have a Night Guard. And 3 Bat Swarms. Bloodborne will be there. Night Guard up there. And our bats. So we do have 1 Dire Bat in there, so it's going to have +1 health, move of 5, 2 wounds on the normal, 3 on the big one, and their special abilities. Add 1 to the wounds of the Dire Bat, and they're hard to hit. Each time it suffers a damage. On a 10 up, it gets reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1. The Bloodborne, move of 5, 6 health. And when picking a target, he goes for someone that's been damaged or hurt. Each time he suffers damage, must roll a quest die. If the result is 9 up, the model ignores the damage, unless that's coming from Brutog because of his upgraded weapon. And the Night Guard. They have 3 move, 10 health. Roll a die when they take damage. On a 10 up, reduced by 2 to a minimum of 1. So we're ready to get started. Move the token. Our goal is to get to 10 kills of champions. So here we're losing 3 4s, but keeping a 2 and a 6. Then for our heroes, once again, just going down the normal order. 1, 2, 2, and a 3. Of course, we'll put the 1 on the diseased. Then 1, 2, 3, 3. Not very exciting. Cleona. 4, 5, 6, and a 1. And Glorio. Well, everyone had a 1, no decisions to make. Our fear is at 5 and influence is at 7. So at the end of this one, our influence will go down to 5 and fear up to 6 if we're successful. So for our initiative, check out our order. Good with the order we've got. So the Night Guard goes first. His behavior is a 9, so charging, so that's 2 moves in an attack, if you can. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So he's done. Then we go to our Corpse Eater. He wants to run. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go after this guy with his basic Gut Gouger, which gets him 2d8s. It's going to be a crit. Guy can't defend, so taking 3 damage. Then Gut Gouger again. Another crit and out. And we'll go ahead and move with him again. 1, 2, 3. And do a Marrow Masher attack with him using the 6. And that, so the red die, and we get a reroll, which isn't needed. So we're doing 4 damage with that. He rolls for his defense ability, gets a 2, so taking all 4 damage. And he'll call it a turn. So with that doubled, it's going to be 12, so that's auto him getting some inspiration. And we have Captain going. She's going to move up. 1, 2, 3. Don't like, that's her only thing. So she's doing 4 damage. See if any of that gets reduced. So yep, gets reduced by 2, so just doing 2. Then attacking again for 4 damage. Not reducing, that's enough to take him down. Then move her in towards bats, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then see if that inspired her. It did. So the bats are going to activate. Their behavior is advancing. Movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Cleona gets to go. She's going to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now she can see in that room. She's going to do an invigorating touch to get rid of the disease off of Brewtog. Then make a ranged attack at the big bat. And that does a D8 for her. And missed. Then move for 3. 1, 2, and 3. And Glorio. Movement of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's at the door so we can see in. He'll do his once per turn dual attack, which is a red and brown. And that is critting for 3. He was shooting at one of the smaller bats. See if they were hard to hit. They were not, so that takes 1 bat out. Then moving. 1, 2, 3. Melee attack. Just a red on the other small one. That's 2 damage. Or not. Attack again. 3 damage. And that will take that one out. So he did 4 damage worth of kills there. And inspired. Then group 1 will activate, which will swap that out. And event phase. 9 is we can pick someone to recuperate. No one's damaged, so just nothing happens. All right, next turn. Wait, we did take out a Bloodborne. That got us 1 up on the track. So then we'll go to our Destiny dice. Losing some 5s, getting a 1, 3, 4. And then for our peeps, Captain, 1, 2, 4, 6. Brutog, who gets 2 1s anyway, but a 5 and 6 is good. Cleona, 3, 4, 5, and a 2 that's going to become a 1. And Glorio, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 3 becomes a 1. Let's see, we don't have a 2 either. Oh, I guess we're still shuffling them in though. All right, we're starting this mess off. Yeah, we want the bat dead, that's for sure. So movement, because this bat's the one that's a leader. Don't want him flying away. So her Dawnlight melee attack. It's a miss. Try it again. That's 4 damage, potentially. Yep, that will take out the bat. Then she'll move over here with the 1. I keep forgetting to do her ability. I was going to spend the 1 and the 3. I can take that back. To get 2 inspiration. And for her last action, she's going to search. I don't believe I've shuffled these yet. Or maybe I did. Oh, well, shuffled again. All right, someone's going on a crisis. So rolling. The 7 is page 28 to 7. Dangers unnoticed. Here spots a group of citizens moving noisily under a dark bridge. They appear to be unaware of the sleeping dire bats directly overhead. Must choose to ignore or approach them. We will approach them. Let's see if they choose to approach the citizens. We'll have Glorio go on this one. So we're going to entry 134 on page 41. All right, so the action here makes an agility roll. If it's successful, they manage to avoid waking up the bats and warn the citizens. His agility is the D8. He will spend an inspiration to re-roll. All right. Hero wakes up the bats and the citizens are attacked and slain. The acting hero suffers 2 damage, against which they can make a defense roll. If they had suffered damage from weapon action, loses an inspiration, which we don't have. So our defense for the 2 damage coming our way, we take both. She did take out a bat. And see if that inspired her at all. Getting Glorio beat. And she did get inspired by that. So she's up to 2. Oops. Get the right character here. All right, so the bats are next, except they're gone. So we get rid of that. Bring down another. Then Glorio is going to go. He'll pop in over here, give her the stink eye, then try to heal himself. See, his vitality is not the greatest. Try again. All right, that got rid of it. And he'll try to, well, he has to be adjacent to him. He'll search. He finds a discovery. All right. That's a 9, so we're on to page 29. Familiars of the Chamberlain. Hero spies a group of rats. Following the group, it is known that Torgilius spies through such vermin. Hero could destroy them, but perhaps they could be used to feed the Chamberlain false information. Must choose to ignore the familiars, destroy them, or attempt to send misleading information. Let's try to be sneaky. So we'll try to go false information. We'll send her on this quest. So we're going to entry 70 on page 35. The acting hero rolls D8, roll the red if we're a lore master, which we are. It's a crit success, shrink influence by 2 to a minimum of 5, and the crisis ends. Otherwise, grow influence to a maximum of 7. All right, come on, crit. We are going to re-roll that. All right, so just a regular success, nothing happens. And Glorio is done. So group 2 activates. Then Brutog activates. He is curious what everyone's doing in there. Let's see. Yes, he just needs a 3. 1, 2, 3. He'll search. Found a trap. Let's see. Hero either makes a defense or agility roll. Scores of darts fly out, and this is the one we find out are fouled human teeth. Our defense is a D8. So he is just fine. We discard that. He will search again. Hey, we found something. So here with this treasure card, can use it any time during their activation or when they would be diseased. Remove 1 disease token from this hero or prevent this hero from being diseased, then discard this card. All right, so as a free action, we are going to pass this off to the captain. No, she already has a treasure. We'll give to Cleona. And that is gone. And then we will move for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then Cleona is going to go. She's going to use that treasure on herself to get rid of her disease. Then use, oh, she'll pop in right over here. Use her invigorating touch to help out Glorio. And then movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we left 2 dice on the table that I don't really need to use. And with our slain creatures, we should have our quest up to 3. So we're done with the turn. Event phase 11. The leader picks someone to gain an inspiration. She's going to be selfish and pick herself. She was at 2, so she's going to 3. Going on her inspired side. Cannot be stunned or fatigued. That's always good. Then next turn, move the track. Destiny. 2 1s. And a 2 4 5. Then our characters for the captain. Ooh, 2 4s and 2 5s. One of those 4s becomes a 1. Then Brutog. 1 1 3 and a 4, pretending like he's got 2 disease tokens on him. And Cleona, that one's definitely cocked, gets a 1 that she's going to spend to level up. Keeping a 3 3 and a 5. And Glorio, 1 1. Oops. 3. All right, so our initiative cards. Group 3, then we jump in for a little bit. So we're just going to activate Group 3, which is going to be 3 Olfen Watch, and 3 or less. We don't need the Sergeant or the Banner Bear. But for this mission, we definitely want a champion, so the bald guy is the champion. And so they're coming in there, and then 1, 2, 3. And our leader gets to go. She's going to take off running. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Her death blow ability that allows her to attack 2 hostiles is now 5 up, so she will do that. First attack on the captain. She gets 2 d8s and misses. The other one in that spot is going to kill it. And so she went after the captain and 1 in this spot. Then she will just make an attack on the captain. And that does 4 damage. And he only has 3 health. So that's a total of 5 there to see if that inspired her at all. It did. So then group 2 jumps on the board, and that's going to be 2 Deadwalker zombies. And with her up there, now the farthest spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it'll pop on the board and move 2 spaces. Then group 1 activates. That's going to be 3 Deadwalker zombies. So I'll put that for group 1. And when they move, 2 will be there and 1 will be over there. And we get to go. Unfortunately, we've got 6 enemies on the board. None of us helps our quest. So Cleona goes. Let's see, we've got her still diseased. So running for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then spinning a 3 up to get rid of her disease token. And then going to make a melee attack. That gets the red die. and miss. All right, next up, Brutog. I'm going to take 2 run actions there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going after group 1 zombies with his Marrow Masher. That does 3 damage. They have 3 health. Then I'll try to take out the other one of group 1. And success. Then Marrow Masher. Start working on the other group of them. Gets him a reroll on this. No, it doesn't. Just regular Marrow Masher. No reroll. Needed one. So then he'll go to his Gut Gouger and take another one out. So end of his turn. That is 9 doubled, so that's an auto inspiration. 2. Oh, that was that group. So that is group 1. Then Glorio can go. He is going to move for 3. So 1, 2, 3. We'll take that back. He needs to run. 4. Attack the one standing on the other side of the door. And that does 3 damage. Then he'll use that as Noble Ease, shooting at the other and missing. All right, so then he'll step up and melee attack. And that will kill that one off. And his Path to Glory is each time a weapon action by this hero slays the last hostile in a group, he gains an inspiration. So he gains an inspiration for that, and then he's got 6 health there. I got him another inspiration. So everyone's gone. Event phase. At 2, that's not good. Hostile group with model furthest from any hero makes a move action. So they're already as close as they're going to get. So next round. Roll Destiny. Losing 4s, keeping a 3, 5, and 6. Our initiative, starting with the captain. Nice, 2 6s, a 2, and a 5. And Brutog. Not as nice, 1, 2, 2, and a 5. Cleona. Nothing but 3s. And Glorio. 1, 1, 4, 5. So for initiatives, leader gets to go first, and she will. So Dawnlight, melee attack, 2d8s, miss. Try it again. That'll do it. Then we're going to move 1, 2, 3, and search. Finding a treasure. We've got a Vengeful Mirror. Pick a hostile adjacent to this hero. That hostile suffers a damage, and the hero does not suffer that 1 damage point. Then discard this card. Can use it immediately after suffering 1 damage from an adjacent hostile. All right. So I do like that better than the Shard of Night. So we're going to discard the Shard of Night, keeping the Vengeful Mirror. And group 1 activates. Then we have Glorio. So he will search. Oh, forgot about that. 2 or less, she was inspired. She wasn't inspired by doing that. All right, Glorio is now in the process of searching. And that one went away. He found a skeleton key. Here with this treasure card to make this action, unlock one up. Here makes a free search or explore action. If they made a search for up action, they draw 2 discovery cards. Take one of them and discard the other. Yeah, we'll keep the skeleton key. And the smart thing that I should have done would have been to hand the curse catcher off to him before searching. So I'll go ahead and do that. So that's a free action. So then he's got nothing to do. So he'll end his turn. And Brutog has nothing to do. Then group 2. Oh, those are face down. And group 3. Then Cleona. I'm gonna go run and hide behind someone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And end her turn. So of course, as the game progresses, it's going to get more difficult because there's going to be a lot more enemies out there. But right now we're keeping everything in check. So end of the turn, we even had 3 Destiny dice left over, not used. 4, there's no monsters to move. New turn, move this up. Oops, move this one up. Destiny dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our activation dice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Brutog. 1, 1, 2, 6. Cleona. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Glorio. 3, and then 3 5s. All right. Ambushed by 3 new groups of creatures. Well, if he doesn't want to waste his whole turn, he's going to try to gambit. His agility is not that good, though, but it was good enough. All right, so group 2 activates. That is going to get us 3 Deadwalker zombies, which does not help us in our goal. A further spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is definitely further spots. So pop in there, move for 2. Pop in and move for 2. And he gets to go. So there is 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 more movement. 1, 2, 3. So he can use a max 2 dice. Then tenderizing blow on the single guy. So that gets him a reroll with this. And that does 4 damage, which takes him out. 3 times 2 for his ability, so 6 or less. He's inspired. Goes to 3, so flipping over. So there's his other ability. So after a wound, a grievous wound counter is removed from this hero's character card during their activation. Place a die with a score of 1 in that space. Then Glorio, who's also on the other side of the board. 2 run actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another run action. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the same room, so his line of sight for his dual attack. And that's going to be 3 damage. He's out of breath. See if he's inspired. He is not. Then group 3 activates. And that will bring out 3 bat swarms. And this is the furthest spot. That at least has a champion in it, so it comes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Cleona can go. She's going to take 2 walk actions, or move. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And since she's in this room, she can see creatures at this door. She's going to take a shot at the monster bat with her stilettos, which is this die, and miss. And then be ready for a reaction. Then group 1 goes. Watch Captain and 2 Olfen Watch. So now that he's coming in and he's got some Olfen Watch, each of their weapons are +1/+1 while he's on the battlefield. Both have a move of 3. He's got a health of 7. So they'll pop in and go 1, 2, 3. And he'll pop in right next to him. And our leader gets to go. All right, she's got 2 run actions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's adjacent to both, so doing her death blow ability. First attack on the captain. That's 2d8s. That's going to do 4 damage to him. Then just attacking one of the lower guys. Oops, she still had her other roll for her double ability. That will kill the one. Then her other attack, going back on the captain for more damage, which is enough to take him out. Then attacking the other one. Taking him out. And whenever then she might as well do 2 runs to get next to the bats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, no, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will end the round. After we roll for that, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. So anything but a 12, she was inspired. She was inspired. All right, event. That is resolve a crisis. So rolling again. Got a 6, so we're going to Thieving Diregoyle. Mischievous Diregoyle flits from the shadows and steals a valuable item from one of the hero's belts. After stashing it in a small chest, it flaps its wings and begins to escape. The hero must either abandon their valuables or give chase. We're chasing that guy down. We're skipping 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're not being removed from this. Place a dire gargoyle model in the nearest empty space to the acting hero. Well, we're not acting, so we can choose who we want to go after this. And of all the treasures everyone has, I think the skeleton key is the coolest one, so he'll go after Glorio. So what's going on with this one is he's going to have a health value of 1. Whenever we roll to do damage on him, on a 4 up, the damage is ignored on the quest die. After Hostile Group 1 activates, he's going to move 3 spaces closer to the nearest Lich Gate. If he's placed in a space adjacent to it, he is removed, and the person is going to lose their treasure card they had, which was the skeleton key. So if Brutal can hit him, he's auto-dead. All right, so next turn, we are not getting the quests done. Actually, yes, we're going to move that 1 for her taking out the captain. So here we're losing 2s and 4s. Keeping the 1. And our initiative, we at least get to go first. She's going to use her ability to swap places. So I guess we get to some dice here. 1, 2, 2, and 5. Three, 4, 4, and 5. 5, 5, 3, and a 2, which we're going to use for that to go to level 3. Once per turn, before the initiative step, pick this hero on a hero visible and discard one of the hero's activation dice. Add 2 to the score of each of their other dice to a max of 6. And 1, 2, 4, 6. All right, Brutal goes first. He's going to try to take out the other zombie there using his new and improved Gut Gouger. That will do enough damage. Then he's going to move over here, try to take him out with the Gut Gouger. And try again. And that will take him out. His attacks can't be ignored. So he gets to keep a skeleton key. Brutal took out 4 health value. Enough to get him inspired. Then Group 1 activates. Glorio is going to move 1, 2, 3. It's adjacent to everything, going after the leader bat first. So melee attacks. Doing 1 damage, maybe. Nope. Second attack. Doing 3 damage, maybe. Yep. He's got 3 health. Then attacking one of the smaller bats. Killing it, maybe. Yep. All right, so 5 damage. Not inspired by those efforts. Then our captain's going to go. Her regular attack. Does nothing. Try again. Nothing. Try again. 1. Let's see, that does 3 damage, though. Unless he rolls that. Try again. That does 4 damage. Well, actually it was -1. Yeah, it would have done 1 damage. This one is definitely going to kill it, but we'll see if he was flying in the process. So subtract 2, so it did 2 damage to a minimum of 1. Kills that bat off. And she's fine, staying where she's at. And that inspired her. Then Cleona gets to go. She's going to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. And prep for some reactions. Group 2 activates. Group 3 activates. Oh, now she goes. And event phase. We're going to move the Nightfall token. It moves 1 spot, and then 1 more for our next round. So we're losing 4s and 5s. Rolling our activation dice. 2, 3, 4, 4. Brutog. 2 1s and 2 4s. Cleona. There's a 3, 3, 5, and 6. And Glorio. 1, 3, 4, 5. We've got 3 random things jumping on the board. All right, she's going to use her ability to swap. He's going to make an agility roll here. We'll make another agility roll. And we'll just go in this order. All right, so she will move up to there. And end her turn, make that a 2. This becomes a 4. This goes down to a 5, but with her weapon upgrade, it's going to count as a 6. And Glorio. 1, 2, 3. And group 1 is going to be a Night Guard. And he will pop in up here, move 1, 2, 3. Then Brutog is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. Melee attack. There's 2d8s. That does 3 damage. This guy can potentially reduce that, but he doesn't. 10 up he does. So 3 damage on him. And we'll stay there. So group 2 activates. That's bringing out 3 corpse rats. So we got 1 blood rat in that group. And I think those are equidistant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So they've got a movement of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that's the big one. All right, so she will activate. She's going to use her Staff of Celestial Devastation. So we need a 6 up for that one. Basically, once per turn attack, we choose a hostile visible enemy, which is going to be the big rat. Roll the red die. If successful, it takes 3 damage. Then we roll that die, for each hostile in adjacent space, they take 2 damage. So going after the king on that one, that's successful for 3 damage. It's got 4 health though. And then for the one right behind him, does 2. And then the other one didn't hit him. All right, use our Heaven's Bolt on the champion. And that hits for 1 damage, which is enough to kill it, which will take our track up to 7. Then we'll just take a reaction. Oh, I read the wrong character. My bad. None of that actually happened. Actually, yes, I guess it could have still. Those are all reaction dice. First attack on the main rat coming out could have happened, and then the Staff of Celestial Devastation. So yes, everything she did was still legal with reaction dice. So basically the first rat came in, she got shot with the Heaven's Bolt, then that one moved, and this one moved. So basically the order of that was, brought the champion out, it ended a move, she shot it with her Heaven's Bolt, which did hit. Then the other rat came up, and she would have done her staff on that one, so that still worked. And then this one came up and wouldn't have been a target earlier, so it still all works out there. Now for the person whose turn it really was, over here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, she can take 2 move actions, which we'll use with those. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And all these are just Dawnlight attacks she can make. So that's a miss. That's 4 damage. See if it gets reduced. It does, so just did 2, so 5 damage on him. And one last attack. And that's a miss. We'll go ahead and spend an inspiration to reroll one of those dice. So that's potentially 4 damage. 9 out of 10. All right, then group 3 activates. That is 3 Ulfen Watch. And they will pop in down here. So 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. End of the round. Get a 4. So the group that is furthest away gets to move. And if it's equidistance, we get to choose. That guy's the furthest away, so we're going to choose his group. And next turn, keep the 4, 5, 6, losing some 2s. All right. Our activation dice, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 Brute Dog. 1, 4, 6, 6. Cleona. 3, 4, 5, 6. And Gorio. 3, 4, 5, 5. Oops. I'm going to use the captain's ability to swap out here. Or will we? She's way over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot of activations just to get over there. Never mind. All right, so Glorio goes first. He's going to use the 6 to do his duelist ability. So that lets him do a move or run, and then an attack in any order. So 1, 2, 3. Going after the sergeant and missing. So then he will try harder. That's going to do 1 damage to the sergeant. And attack again. And again. That does 3. And he has 3 health. So we go up to 8. He's got another attack in him. The other guys have 2 health. So that is going to kill one of them. And he'll try to attack the other one. No. Yes. And miss. All right, group 3 activates. Well, first see if he was inspired. That was 5. He was not inspired by doing that. So group 3 activates. With that looking that way, he's going to attack once. We're going to have him go after Glorio, who should have finished him. And that's hitting for 2. See if he can defend that. He doesn't. Then he runs away. And we prep another card. Then our leader goes, attacking up there. So her regular attack. Does 3 damage. Can reduce by 2, but it's not going to matter if he does. That will take him out. So we're up to 9. And got to move and a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See if that inspired her. It did. Then we have Cleona. Shooting. No, she's going to move first. And use her Staff of Celestial Devastation, targeting this one first. And then she's going to spend some inspiration that she doesn't have, so no rerolls. And we'll roll for there. And she fizzled that attack out. All right, Stiletto's going after the one that's injured. That does 2 damage, which will take him out. And then attack the other one. See if she was inspired by those bad rolls. Nope. Group 1 activates. And he activates. Move and run. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically making sure that's the farthest one, because that's where exit is. So we want monsters to spawn there, and then us go kill them and leave. So that ends his turn. The rats are depleted, so they just run off. Then we get an event. If there are any monsters on the board, they would move. So next turn, it is so close to night. Destiny roll. You lose the ones, keep the 4, 5, and 6. All right, for our activations, Captain 1136. Brutog 3455. Leona 2245. And he only gets 1 die now. 1, 2, and a 5. Activations. All right, lots of monsters. Group 1 activates. That's bringing out a Bloodborne. Move of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, either way works. All right, group 2 is 2 Olfen Watch. So 1, 2, 3. Then group 3 is the Gravekeeper and 2 dead Walker Zombies. He's got to move a 3, and it's equidistant either way, so we'll move him the other direction. 1, 2, 3. And 2 zombies out behind him. So Brutog is first. Well, I don't know if we can get out, so see what kind of damage he can pull off. Since his damage can't be ignored, he's going this direction first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get there. So 2 run actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then Tenderizing Blow. Got a reroll on this, which we're definitely going to need. And that does 2 damage. Then Marrow Masher for 2 more damage. It's got 6 health, so we'll spend one of these. That will finish this off. And see if he's inspired. 6 or less. Nope. All right, Cleona. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then attack the champion. Of course, this is up to 10 now. She's going with her Heaven's Bolt, so if this is successful, he'll be stunned. So 1 damage and stunned. And try to shoot the other one. 1 damage and stunned. And he gets to go. There's been 2 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then he's going to try to heal. His vitality is not good. He'll spend 1 to re-roll. All right. he will try again and re-roll. Doesn't want to heal. All right, then our leader going to run and move, so that's total 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then use that to attack both people lying on the ground. We'll go after the little guy first and miss. Then the big guy. That does 4 damage, which will kill him. So take it up to 11 if it mattered. And attack the other one laying down. And miss. See if she was inspired. Or do we want to re-roll that miss? Let's re-roll the miss. That will kill it. Now see if she's inspired. Yes. End of turn event. Hostile group with the model furthest from any hero makes a move action. Ooh, that's not going to be good. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. Next turn, it's now nighttime. So flipping all our cards over to the worst side, or empowered. Destiny. Let's see. Keep them all. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our activation rolls, starting with the captain. 1, 6, 6, and a 5. And Brutog. 1, 4, 5, and 6. Cleona. 1, 3, 5, 5. And Glorio only gets 3. 1, 3, 5. All right. Activations. Group 3. All right, so agility roll is Gray, and he failed. Nope, that's not going to end well for us. Group 3 activates. See what he does. That is a 9. Corpse planting. If there are no heroes adjacent to this hostile, treat this as the call. We do have a hero adjacent. The leader must pick one hero that is adjacent to this hostile and bury them. So getting buried. Sometimes rules say that a hero is buried. If hero is buried, place a buried token in the space as that hero and remove that hero from the battlefield. No model can be moved into or placed in the same space as the buried token. While the buried token is on the battlefield, the buried hero cannot make actions or use unique abilities. When a buried hero ends their activation, they suffer 2 damage. If they are taken out of action, they have died. To dig free the hero or a hero adjacent to the space with the buried token must spend 2 activation dice with a score of 6. When this happens, remove the buried token and place the buried hero back on the battlefield in the same space as that token was. Well, this just got way interesting. Well, except for the fact she has 2 6s. All right, so we're not too concerned. All right, so Brutog. Moving. 1, 2. Where'd my friend go? Well, I guess it's not his turn just yet. We still need to activate those guys with him. And they are going to... Leader must place 1 gravestone model in an empty space adjacent to hero on the battlefield. If there are none, well, we have some, then place a dead walker zombie on the battlefield in the same space. Now part of the active, then each acting hostile makes an advance action, which I believe counts him too. All right. Gravestone and a new zombie to the table. So since it's their turn, I'm going to have them activate first. So attacking here, they get a D8 and miss. And 1, 2, each of them going one at a time. So on Cleanna, first one attacking, misses, second one attacking, does 1. She has a defense of this, and she's okay. Then he advances, but no model can go on that spot. Does it make sense for him to go backwards? 1, 2, 3. Not really. Yeah, moving that direction just takes it further away, so it wouldn't do that. So it's just going to stay there. Now he gets to go. So already spent the die for his movement. Then he'll try to gut gouger one of those. And they have 3 health. Anyway, 1 hit does 2 damage. Second attack on the same one. Finish him off. Yes, we're going to do a tenderizing blow. And we had a reroll with that. Don't have a reroll with that, though. All right, we'll spin one of these. Let's see. Marrow Masher, we need a 3-up. That does 3 damage. Take him out. See if he's inspired. He is. Next in turn order is our buried person, spending 2 6s to be unburied. Then melee attacks. That does 3 damage. He has no defensive abilities. Then attack again for 3 more damage. Then attacking again for 4 damage. Take him out. See if that inspired her. It did. She's at her max 4. Group 2 activates. Then we have Glorio activating. I got the wrong mini. That's a cat. There's our gravestone. All right, attacking the zombie. Does 1 damage. Attacking the zombie. Does 0 damage. Attacking the zombie. That kills it. 4 up to take out the stone. And group 1 activates. So shuffling. And then Cleona. He's going to take 2 move actions and then call in for our extraction. And since I don't think it fits on the screen, I'll just put that here. And then she'll take a final move to go to safety. All right. Event phase 10. Someone gets a free recuperate action, which will be Glorio, Vitality. Oh, fully healed. Next turn, we're maxed out. It's still nighttime, so our Destiny dice. Keep a 1, 4, and a 5, losing our 6s. Activation dice for Melda. 1, 3, 4, and a 6. Brutog. 1, 3, 5, 5. Cleona. 2 3s and 2 5s. And Glorio, recently healed. 1, 1, 5, 6. All right. Activations. All right, where's the farthest spot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So spawning up there is group 2, which will be 4 rats. And they've got a movement of 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then group 1, which is 3 bat swarms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach. All right, then we try to get out. So there's 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 more. And he'll keep that. Go in there. So facing the door. Then our leader. There's 2 run actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way in the back. She'll move up and keep everything else. And that becomes a 6. Group 3 activates. And then we run out. So there's 2 run actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, event step. We are out, so we are done with this mission. Determining success, we were good. Resolving extraction, we get to add 1 for being successful, but we're in night. So the Adamant has picked up an opportunist merchant, willing to trade a few precious shards of realm stone for a fair price, of course. Each hero can discard any treasure cards they have. For each treasure card discarded this way, that hero gains a realm stone card value of 1. If there is one available, if there's not one available, there is no effect. So we do have 3 treasures, so we're going to pitch those to get a total of 3 realm stone we can use. And we're going to spend that for Glorio. Put this on. If you get hurt, there's a little cycle stone lining that should see you right in no time at all. So the hero's, his vitality goes up to the 8-sider. So that's definitely going to help him out because healing was an issue. Survival, no one was knocked out. So our consequences, our influence is going to drop by 2. So down to 5. Fear goes up to 6. Then leveling up, he's level 1, so he can't level up. But everyone else is going to level up twice, which will take them all to first level. So I have 2 blades in that, so when they get the first level, they become quick thinkers. Rerolled failed gamut rolls for this hero, so that's gone for Glorio and our captain. Then our lore master is faded. This hero can spend 3 destiny dice per turn instead of 2. And that is going to be it for this adventure. So with 4 level 1 characters, we go on a decapitation journey. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.